Hey everyone, welcome to this exciting playlist where we are building a tool to monitor your competitor GitHub commits. This tool will not only track the commits but also store them in a MongoDB database. And in the end, we will deploy it on an AWS EC2 instance for real-world uses. So why we do need this type of tool? So in the world of tech, keeping an eye on your competitor open source contribution can give you a valuable insight into trends, strategies and innovation. So with this tool, you will stay informed and ahead of the curve. So this playlist has 3 episodes. In the first episode, we will set up a virtual environment, create a MongoDB database, and connect our script to it. And the next episode will focus on enhancing the script, adding monitor logic, and finally deploying everything to AWS. Let's start. So open the GitHub repository and make a new repository. So I also added a readme file and gitignore file for Python. Now create repository. Now copy the HTTPS address and open the CMD. Then git clone. Then now let's copy the repository. Now enter the GitHub monitor dashboard directory. After that, now now creating a virtual environment. Okay, so I'm using a conda. So conda create -p virtual environment python equal to 3.11 -by and conda activate virtual environment. So it will create a virtual environment with Python version of 3.11. You can see environment is creating and it's activate also virtual environment because of we are writing two codes. Now creating the files we use touch database.py uh, requirement.txt and dashboard.py for Streamlit app and one more of fetch commits.py. When we hit enter, you can see in the right side our file is created. Now open the notepad and writing the dependencies. Now we are using a Streamlit app, so writing the Streamlit pymongo. We are using database by pymongo and environment file python .env. Okay, save it. Now open your VS code dot. Now we in our VS Code we see our files. First we are getting database .py file. So what we do? So now creating a MongoDB database. For this you open your MongoDB, sign in. MongoDB provide 512 MB free storage. So creating a new project. Okay. So name your project. So I write my project name like GitHub monitor monitoring. Click on next. You can also set your member if you need. So create project. Wait for some time. It will create it. Now after that we are using a cluster. For creating a cluster, you can see there are a lot of servers. So we use a M0 free server. It provides 512 MB storage and RAM is shared. Cluster 0 AWS and region is Mumbai. Because of I'm living in India, so I choose Mumbai. Choose your nearest region. Then now click on create cluster. It will take some time. It show 3 to 5 minutes. So let's use some username and your password. So don't forget to copy your password. It does not show after that when you are creating. Okay. Create user. It will create your username and password. So it's also asking where would you like to connect from. So it's my local environment or cloud environment. I choose my local environment. You can also choose your IP address. So I choose one more IP address. It's a whitelist 000. IP access list is also in showing. Now click on finish and close and go to overview. Uh, for connecting application and development, so how can you connect with our Python our script to MongoDB. So this is the for adding data we need a database. So create database atlas, click on start and make a database name and collection name. So for database name I choose uh, GitHub commits and collection name commits. Now create database. Now it's creating our database. It will show in sometimes. Now we saw here is a database created, GitHub commits and commits is a collection name. Now open your VS Code and write the database.py. So I also created .env file for saving my MongoDB URI. So import the dependencies. So I use from pymongo import Mongo client. Errors, import OS and from .env import load_.env. We are not installing our requirement.txt file in our virtual environment. So for installing the dependencies from requirement.txt files, use pip install -r requirement.txt. So it's install all dependency in our virtual environment. Load environments variable like so first load.env for loading our environment file variables. For MongoDB connection, create a Mongo URI. Equal to os.get environment Mongo URI. It's in our virtual environment file. That's why we are adding os.get environment. And now we give our database name. So give the database name which is from in MongoDB. So our database name is GitHub commit and collection name is commit. After that, we are creating a function for checking the connection with MongoDB. So def get Mongo client. Try if not Mongo URI or not Mongo database name. So raise and value error. Missing required environment variable. Mongo URI or database name or collection name. If any one thing is missing, so then it's given value error. Now connect with a client equal to Mongo client, Mongo URI, okay, and client.admin.command ping. So it will create a ping to our database. Also print if ping is successfully, then print successfully connected connection to MongoDB. So return client database name and collection name. If connection is successfully, then it return database name and collection name. So accepts error dot server selection timeout error as if. So print mm, like MongoDB connection error, accept value error as if, print missing required environment variable. I'm using a tab line extension, so it's show some automation script. One more thing, so you accept exception as e, print an error occurred. Return none. So when a connection is not stabilized, so it's return none. Now running the script. So if underscore name equal to main underscore main collection equal to get mongo client, uh, which is a function name. So if collection is not none, then print connected to MongoDB. Else print field to MongoDB. Now we use Mongo URI. So give the Mongo URI variable and the path of Mongo URL. Now write the path. Now run the script. Python space data space database dot py run. So it's given an error from data info or load as hyphen dot env. So it's underscore load underscore dot env. Now save and run again. So it's successfully connected to MongoDB. So that's all for today's video.